Welcome to the top 10 feeder reels. So here we have the Daiwa N'Zon Distance 25 feeder. This one's won an award, about 90 quid, and it's got loads of cranking power, shallow spool, perfect for braided main line, as if you want to use braid. Not the fastest retrieval rate on the market. All right, so it's got a gear down ratio of 4:6:1, so it ensures easier winding of heavier loads, but it still cranks back 92 centimeters per handle. So yeah, that's not a bad retrieval rate. That's nearly a meter. That's it's not a slow reel. It's aluminium spool. Hold up to about 150 metres of 0.28mm mono, or 300 metres of 0.16mm braid. So I suppose if you're fishing at distance, you could whack your braid on, you have some sort of a leader on. If you're bream fishing, bream generally aren't going to tear off and bust your braid, so a carp would. So I know some fisheries have it banned. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So this is the Daiwa Tournament Feeder 25 QD. This is probably one of the top reels, I would say, out of the bunch. 340 quid. So it's a long range feeder fishing reel. It's LC long cast 25mm spool. It's size for longest of friction free casting. It's got a smooth transition through the guides, greater distances, and ultimately fewer frap ups. So I suppose sort of overruns and stuff like that. If you're paying that sort of money, it's going to be pretty damn well thought out, good materials. It won't be the most robustest thing, so you've got to bear in mind you don't want to like sit on it or anything like that, because you could really bugger it up or fall over with it. They're not bomb proof, so it's a lot of money to spend. And whenever I go fishing, not necessarily feeder fishing, but if I go like spinning for trout or something like that, sometimes the rocks can be quite slippery, and I can put my hand up. Literally, I've gone over properly 5 times where I didn't think I'd get out alive, and I've actually did bust rods and I've bust reels. So just bear that in mind when you're paying that sort of money. You can probably still get a reel, well, like say the Daiwa N'Zon feeder for about 80 quid, I would say, so probably a bit better value. So this is the Shimano Ultegra Ci4 Plus XTC. So they reckon this one's the best one for long distance casting. 250 quid. Right, it's incredibly light, superb line lay. It's quite expensive for a feeder reel. My experience with Shimano, and I have quite a few, and I've got one now, not this particular model, but one like it, and they are really sort of, a bit like a spaceship, really. They're bloody amazing. So yeah, it's like super reliable, effortless reeling, it's very smooth. It's really, if you've got the money, I would recommend it. So this is the Preston Innovations Magnitude. They reckon this is the best method feeder fishing reel. 95 quid. Right, super line lay, spare spool. So you have some different line strengths on the day. If you want to go light, you can do. If you want something a bit heavier, just in case there's some sort of different types of fish in there which you didn't think were in there. Slightly deeper spool would be an advantage as a disadvantage. So they do some different sizes with this one as well. 320, 620, 520. Suiting the size of the water you're fishing. So talking about loaded up with £6, £8 main line. Holding around 125 metres, which is tons. And plenty of winding power. And yeah, spare spool. So that looks a reasonable one. Preston's, I've not got one of their reels, but I know a lot of their gear is pretty good quality. Right, this is the Daiwa TDM Distance 25, 170 quid. So it's impressive cranking power, great line clips. It's not the most affordable for the pleasure angler. Talks about 96 centimetres per turn of the handle, which is quite quick. It's got some good looks. It's not as expensive as the other top end reels. It's got some good performance. Whether you're a specimen angler or match fishing. And yeah, pretty reliable, and Daiwa pretty sound. So yeah, I mean, you just have to go in the shop and just try a few of them and just sort of see if that's the one for you, so to speak. But they're all good reels, really. Preston Extremity feeder reels, best feeder reel for versatility, 85 quid. All right, another Preston reel. So this particular model I reckon is the best, which is been released for a while. Talks about a worm drive gearing, so it's more compact and it's more powerful. It's light. It's got a lot of cranking power and abundance. Talking about fishing at range. So it's got some different models here. So it's a 520, and that'll one retrieve equals 84 centimetres per turn, and the 620 is 89. So isn't really not too much difference there. It's reasonably quick retrieve. Talking about casting up to 80 metres, which is tons. And yeah, so they talk about being the go-to reel, quality drag system. Disadvantage saying the bail arm's a little bit on the heavy side. But if you don't want to spend too much money, that'd probably be okay. This little reel here is very popular because it's not that expensive. You get it picked up for about 60 quid. It's the Daiwa Ninja match and feeder. And smooth and reliable. Supplied with a spare spool. So you can get some different lines on there. But apparently it's not the biggest of spool sizes. So they do it in 5 sizes, the 1500 to 4000. The 4000 best for bigger rods and distance, and the 3000 just a great all-round reel, but use a bit of spinning as well. So yeah, graphite body, and like you say, it's a well-designed budget reel by Daiwa, and it won't let you down. It's not going to be as impressive as some of the other reels if you were to look at them, but hey ho, it's if you just want a reel to get you fishing and which is going to last you a while, that'd be the one. Getting towards the budget end of the scale now. This is a bit of a newcomer. It's the Nitro Impact Super Feeder Reel, 45 quid. Alright, so it's very versatile. It's great for distance casting. The disadvantage, no spare spool with it. Okay, that's a good price. And plenty of crank and power, depending on what you're trying to fish for, whether you're fishing for barbel on the trend or you're in a commercial for skimmers, it can do the lot. It's designed for distance, the shallow long cast spool and S-curve oscillations to ensure the line peels off freely on the cast. So all in all, that one don't sound too bad if you didn't want to spend too much money on a feeder reel. Right, so this is the Guru Aventus reel, best commercial feeder fishing reel, 240 quid. Alright, and it's available in 3000, 4000 sizes. Alright, plenty of wind and power on there. It's a good reel, good wind and power. Disadvantage of the reel is prone to scratches, that's bugger all. It's quite a lot of money, and it's made from aluminium. It's nice and lightweight. It's got good balance. So yeah. So it's yeah. I'm not convinced on. I don't know much about the Guru reels there. If you're spending 240 quid, I think I'd rather spend that sort of money with a brand like called Shimano or Daiwa, to be quite honest. But hey ho, Guru might even be a subsidiary of Daiwa, who knows. Right, this is the Map Dual reel, and again a budget reel here, £45. So you have a tapered spool to aid casting. Right. We have a line guard to prevent line getting trapped, which is good. Disadvantages, a double handle might not be for everyone's liking. They should do the Shimano bait runners like that. And it's okay. Just means that if you've got to grab the reel quick in a hurry, you're going to find a handle quicker than you would if it had just one handle. That's all I can say about it, really. It's available in 4,500 and 1,500. 5,500 size and features a 5:1 gear ratio. Alright. So there you go. It's another sort of startup budget sort of reel without busting the bank. Right, it's the Matrix Horizon X reel, best compact feeder reel, 105 from Matrix. Comes in 3 sizes, a 3,000, a 4,000, a 500 model in the range. 5,000 is a dedicated feeder reel. Lots of features for casting, distance, a rotor brake and carbon anti-flex body. Stops the reel from moving and twisting. It's a very smooth reel. So the 5,000 will retrieve at 90 centimetres of line, which is quite quick. Talking about the drag on it is superb. Smooth drag, anti-flex body. Bail arm could be a little less clunky. It's pretty thin on there to me. So there you go. That doesn't look a bad reel actually. But again, if you're spending £100, I'd rather put that towards a Shimano or a Daiwa. But that does look quite a nice reel. It says here, best compact feeder reel for